All right, good afternoon, everybody. Just want to make sure that you can hear it all good. Let me know. All right. Hopefully you can hear me okay. It is extremely windy, as you might be able to tell, and there is rain to the south of the field. And it's a weird old day, this one. So might have to bear with me for this for today. But I might be hanging onto the tripod all day today, I think. But I just wanted to make sure everyone can hear me all good. Alright, seems like everyone can hear me. Beautiful, good stuff. Sorry for the late start. I was going to start at 10 o'clock this morning, which is about almost 3 hours ago. But I had a little car accident. Someone drove into me yesterday, so I had to get the replacement car, which got here this morning, and we're out here anyway. Well, the car is all good. It's off for repairs, not too far from here, and yeah, happy to be out here. It's not the nicest of weather today, as you can tell. You can tell by the weather up the top left of the screen there. And, we're not anticipating the weather to get any better this afternoon. The air traffic control's low. Yeah, it's just probably because of the wind. It's the same sound it always is, but probably just because of the wind. I dare say that might be the case. But anyway, we'll start videoing some planes, eh? It's yeah, it's a it's a bit of a chilly old day today. It's probably one of the coldest days I think I've ever streamed. So particularly being up quite high as well. But yeah, we'll carry on. There's a couple of specials in today. One of them just pushing back now. It might not look to be special, but I'll explain what it is shortly. The Delta on screen, November 514 Delta November. This is a charter flight. I'm not sure what for, but it's the first time this aircraft's actually ever been here. We normally get these same 3 rotating 350s that come to Sydney. The same 3 registrations, but yeah, today we finally got ourselves hands on a new one. So unfortunately, it does look all the same, but just the registration is the different part. So there you go. For all the rego chasing nuts out there. And lovely to see all the regulars in the chat today. It's keeping me company on this rough old afternoon. Blowing a gale in Canberra. There you go. Yeah, it's much the same here. And hello, Lady Cat, Ray, Andy, Tyler, Miles, Mr. Schmo, Ross, Irvin, Roy. G'day, everyone. Air Tickies here as well. Lots of people in the chat love to say LMH. G'day, mate. Alright, so our departure on screen is off to Los Angeles charter flight. We've got a couple of specials this afternoon, which is why I sort of wanted to stream today in particular. We've got the Etihad Formula 1 Dreamliner in today. It's going to be leaving around 4 o'clock, so a little later on this afternoon. This one here on screen, Delta Flight 9772, heading back to Los Angeles and taxiing out just behind. So Qantas Flight 81, heading off to Singapore A330. And there she is moving out behind. So the 2 Airbus aircraft heading off their separate ways very shortly. Give you a nice little close-up of our least favourite pole in the airport. Who else we got here? Mark's here. G'day, Mark. Pete as well, tuning in from Orlando. G'day, mate. Anthony, Ray, Chris Siddle. Lena's here as well. Ross. No, I don't think so, mate. I don't think we do. I do. That's for my own sort of things. And you're watching Tim today. You're watching Tim. It's nice to have you all here again today. It's a shame that the weather's not great, but I don't really get to choose the days that I stream. It's whatever days off I have, and whatever days the boys are at school. They're the days that I stream. And you're not sure about the charter flight. It might have been an inbound. This might be a ferry flight only. I'm not too sure, but definitely doesn't look like anyone's on board by the looks of things. May have just been a charter inbound. I would dare say it came in this morning or yesterday morning. I can't really remember. Alright, Qantas 81 there. Clearance to line up on 16 right, heading off to Singapore. I would not mind being there. The air traffic control is on, but it's hindered a little by the wind, so I apologise. And Brian Bruce, amazing supporter of the channel. Hello, Tim. Tuning in for a short while before ending the day here in Detroit. Hope you have a good one, mate. I'm having a great one. Happy to be out here. I didn't think I was going to get out here today, but I'm glad I could get out here. So, Brian, thank you very, very much for the kind tip there, mate. Let's hope you enjoy your whatever views you catch today of the stream, and have a good night there in Detroit. A lovely, lovely tip coming through from Ray Green, another one of our first class members. Thank you very much, Ray. No message there, Ray, but let's just have a guess and say that you're having a nice day wherever you're tuning in from, Ray. So I hope you enjoy, buddy. Hope you enjoy. Stay warm out there, right? So thank you so much, Ray. Amazing contributor and friend of the channel. So thank you very much. And Mr. Schmo with a $10 tip. Thank you very much, Mr. Schmo. Sucks about the car. Start with a couple of brews after the parental day ends, mate. I intend to. And last stream, straight to the pub, and I had a beer on you. So thank you, Mr. Schmo. And it's a little bit cold for it, but my footy team's playing tonight, and looking forward to it. And you can count on it, mate. You can absolutely count on it. So thank you very much, Mr. Schmo. I appreciate it. And guys, if you want to try exclamation point watch time, just want to see if that works. Get a few volunteers there. And yes, I do apologise if the audio of the ATC is not the best. But the microphone is doing its best to try and pick up the aircraft noise. All the good stuff. Watch beer. There we go. Okay, is it... Okay, no, it's not working. Okay, there you go. Alright. At least we know. Another lovely little treat with the new stickers on the front there. It's the Garuda Indonesia Retro A330 300 series. She's heading off to Jakarta. Only recently had these new stickers applied within the last 4 weeks or so. It's a lovely frequent visitor here in Sydney. Alright, so I'll have to fiddle with that that command there, but no dramas. My footy team? My footy team's the Sharks. So there you go, nice little close look up of the retro there. Absolute banger. We're lucky enough to see 3 of Garuda's special schemes here frequently in Sydney. Both the retro 777 as well as the 330, and we do occasionally get the government Garuda 777 as well. PKGIG, I think that one is. But yeah, we're sport for choice here with Garuda after many years of boredom from them. Anyway, Delta 9772 lining up there on 16 right, heading back to Los Angeles on a ferry or cargo only service. I'd say maybe cargo only. I don't think they'd send it back empty. And a warm personal page for Mr. Rowan from Indonesia, one of our Indonesian viewers there tuning in. And nice to have your support there, mate.
Delta 9772, contact departure, see
There we go. So you'll find, I'm guessing, that the ATC might fade in and out. But just so you know, it's probably thanks to the wind, I would say. And Anthony Roberts with a lovely $10 tip. Really happy to have found Sid Squad. Thank you for the great shots. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Anthony. It's lovely to have your viewership here today. It's nice to have your company, mate. And thank you for a lovely contribution to the channel. And lovely to have your support here today, as well as from all of the viewers. Yes, they're playing the Newcastle Knights tonight, and hopefully they'll wipe the floor with them. And folks, if you haven't already, please do take a moment to click that like button. It's a free and great supportive way to help the stream out and look after us. And every little click counts. Folks, only takes a second to do. Anyway, here we go, folks. The Retrojet A330-300 of Garuda Indonesia heading back to Jakarta, flight 713, I think. And we wish all those passengers a safe and comfortable flight. Alright, we should have this beauty China Eastern pushing back very shortly. But in the meantime, it looks like I've got a few little things to read out. A bit of banter, I love it. And Jack Gentle with the $3 tip. Thank you very much, Jack. And Jack says, is this the car park on level 12? Love your vids. Mate, it is level 11. Level 12 is better, but it's more exposed to the rain and don't want the equipment getting wet. So level 12 is probably the better spot, just that little bit higher. But yeah, I'd rather stay dry. Just depends where the rain's coming from, I guess. But thank you very much, Jack. Appreciate it. The Ningo show saying go the Knights. So we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Have to see who wins tonight. But go the Sharkies, eh? And Brisbane Flyer saying love the channel. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate the support of the channel. It's nice to have you here today, mate. And thank you for a lovely contribution. Nice to have you on board today. And there's a name I can agree with, Bacon McBacon. I miss liveries that weren't boring. Yeah, unfortunately there's not a whole lot going around these days, but the one on screen is an exception. And the error bridge is off, and they're just waiting for pushback clearance down there on bay number 9. The China Eastern 7562 cargo service back to Shanghai. But thank you, Mr. Bacon. I appreciate that. Geez, they're all coming in hot at the moment. But Brian Miller with a $5 tip. Thank you, Brian. Went to see the Wifes a while back. Commented them that I loved how y'all say garage. Garage. No, we don't really say it in a very French way, do we? Sometimes here we just call it a car hole. Bit of a Simpsons reference there for you folks. The car hole. But thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, mate. Garage. There you go, mate. Hope you enjoy it. And Mr. Oh, jeez. Never mind. Mr. Schmo with a huge $50 tip there. Thank you, Mr. Schmo. Sadly, I can't pull an all-nighter tonight, so I'll raise the bar. Great stream as always, Hit Squad and family, fellow spotters. Mr. Schmo, mate, always lovely to see you in the chat, but that's a super kind tip, mate. Too much if you ask me, but much appreciated you thinking of us and coming in and chatting and all that sort of stuff. So, mate, enjoy the stream as long as you wish. Still be here for another couple of hours, so very kind support, so thank you very much, mate. And Mr. Schmo, always welcome here, and a great friend of the channel and supporter, so thank you, mate. Thank you very much, Mr. Schmo. And a personal page for Mr. Howard Yam joining us in Premium Economy. Thank you, mate. Lovely to have a new member on board with us today. Do have a few new members on board as well that I can that just joining us up. So look to be joining in the Premium Economy Lounge. So welcome, Howard. Nice to have your support of the channel, mate. So hopefully you guys are enjoying wherever you're enjoying from. And another personal page there for Brisbane Flyer as well, joining us there in Economy Promo. So thank you very much to you as well, Brisbane Flyer. Hopefully you've got nicer weather than what we've got up here. It's not very pleasant down here at the moment, but you know, we have to deal with what we've got, right? And another personal page for Anthony Roberts there joining us in Premium Economy. Sorry, Anthony, didn't forget you there, mate. Just, the computer wants to scroll further than I want it to, but thank you very much, mate. Welcome to Premium Economy. Lovely to have you on board today. It's great support from the community as well, as always. Love to see it, guys. And our Canadian friend there dropping a 5 loony tip. Thank you very much, Gary. Oi, did you see the radar shot I sent you earlier? Any confirmation that was hail earlier? I didn't look at it, to be honest, but I don't think it would have been hail. I don't think. It's just been heavy rain, you know, throughout the morning. So I don't think it would have been hail. But Gary, thank you very much for the kind tip, mate. Always love seeing the Canadian loonies in the chat there. So thank you very much, mate. Nice to have you on board this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. It's been a long day. But great support there. Huge support there from everybody. So thank you very much, everybody. Please let me know if there's any audio. If the audio turns off, I might need to change the battery of the microphone over shortly. So please just let me know if there's any problems there, and I'll try my best to catch up with it all. And Dave's here, Luke's here, g'day fellas, welcome. Dean, g'day Dean. Adam's here, g'day Adam, one of our lovely mods, and shout out to all the mods. Always keeping the chat in order and all that sort of stuff. We don't have to worry about those things, luckily, but they do a fantastic job, the mods. Just start kicking out all those webcam bots and such. Life begins at 40, g'day mate. Nice to have you here. Brian Miller, as the US dollar drops, do I need to contribute in other values? No, mate, no. I think all the currencies are dropping there, right? So we do have a special livery frequent visitor here in Sydney, the South Australian Cage Diving, or the Shark Cage, Saab 340 of Rex. Just starting takeoff roll there on 16 right. Not wasting any time, heading up to cruise altitude there, the Rex Saab. And, we're just still awaiting the pushback here of the China Eastern 7562. Shouldn't be too far away. Let's say that the aero bridge has been retracted. And we will patiently wait the pushback here. And, just next door, down here on our favourite number, bay number 8, it's the Qantas flight 19. And that aircraft will be heading off to Manila. Should be soon, but seems to be running a little bit late.
Velocity 9005, wind 200 degrees, 23 knots, crosswind 14 knots, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Righto folks, our next flight, just on short final for runway 16 right, is Velocity 9005. Looks to be a charter flight or a ferry flight coming from Melbourne, I dare say, on a Friday afternoon. It could be an AFL team. That's a big guess. And also pinging on the flight radar is the Calin A380 Neo, parked around there on bay number 63. We may not see it come to the full length, but hopefully we do get a little glimpse of it as she taxis out for departure. We'll just head back over to the impact zone and see if there's any holes left in on the runway there. It appears to be all clear. I'm sure the passengers felt it though. So look at that, guys. The Malaysian 330 there on bay 10, just to the right of your screen. quite similar tails, wouldn't you imagine? Wouldn't you think? And we do have a special aircraft under tow. Well, I mean, it's not special. It's still a little bit special at the moment. But we've got the British Airways 787 under tow. She's coming into bay number 24. So we'll see her depart at the back end of the stream today. 3 red, blue and white tails. Some of the most overused colours on aircraft these days, surely. And just cause one of our members there asking how haven't they changed runways yet? Well, the wind is pretty much not quite, but almost straight up the runway. So they're landing with the strongest headwind they can here. So they won't be changing runway today. Hopefully, touch wood. And we do have another special aircraft. We've got another, well, it's actually the same one that we caught on Tuesday, but the Royal Australian Air Force KC-30. It's departing here shortly, just making her way up taxiway Alpha. She's departing to Jakarta in Indonesia. So hopefully she heads up to the full length. But we did see on stream on Tuesday that she took an intersection departure from Foxtrot, but we'll just have to wait and see, eh? There you go, folks. So gusting up to 36 knots at the moment. So it's really moving. Alright, Aussie 450 cleared for takeoff there on 16 right, so she'll be getting rolling very shortly. It's ex-Qantas aircraft, I believe, this one. Alright, off she goes to Jakarta. And we're back here with China Eastern 7562, our passenger aircraft turned freighter. So she's heading back to Shanghai in this nice orangey ready livery, whatever you want to call it. Right, bit of a wobbly old tow forward there, but moving the aircraft a little further forward, which is good for us. Alright, and with any luck, we might even see a few wobbly landings this afternoon. Got a few heavies on the cards as well. So hopefully they can put on a nice show for us. Folks, if you are enjoying the stream so far, make sure you go ahead and click that like button. Every little click counts there, folks. I've also added a few new little commands in the chat. If you'd like to follow us on Instagram, we are, of course, the Sid Squad are on Instagram. It's sidsquad.au. So you can also find our personal plane spotting accounts, !Tim, !Kurt, or !Matt will take you to Matt's YouTube page. You can go and drop him a sub over there on his grind to 1,000 subs there. So, apologies for the shaking camera there, but I've got a bit of crosswind of my own today. It's cold, but the problem is that I'm underdressed. Anyway, the People First China Eastern A330-200 almost ready for taxi here. It's a nice colourful aircraft to kick off the stream today. Nice to get a bit of sun. Unfortunately not shining here, which is a bit of a shame because it's cold. It's Eccleston's Angel there. Hello, welcome back. Hopefully you're getting there. Hopefully you're improving. Nice to see you in the chat. One of our lovely members there tuning in. It's, Walter's here as well. G'day, mate. Nice to see everyone in the chat there this morning. Our next arrival is a Falcon 900 coming in from Melbourne. Charlie Alpha Delta. Be followed by Qantas Flight 738 coming in from Adelaide, and then Qantas Flight 440 coming in from Melbourne. I think we've got some deja vu. I think those flights followed each other in the other day. 738 and 440. I might be wrong, but a bit of deja vu there for the Adelaide and the Milk Run flights. Anyway, we'll sit back and enjoy a nice little close-up taxi past of the People First livery. Just exiting there on on the International 1 apron onto taxiway Alpha. For departure back to Shanghai. Couple of plane spotters there on the tug below having a good look. Something different here in Sydney. Anyway, she's rounding the corner onto the Alpha 1 holding point there for 16 right. And Eccleston, it's Tim here today. Tim's hosting today. So Kurt is there in the chat. Just keeping everything above board, as he does. Alright, our next arrival, Qantas flight 738 coming in from Adelaide. 737-800 series. And a personal page for Sammy the Fluff. Welcome to business class. And Sammy, we're going to dedicate your business class membership to the beautiful China Eastern People First livery. Just about to depart here. And Sammy, this departure here goes out to you, and welcome to business class. Lovely to have your support. It's lovely to have you on board today. And of course, everybody, warm welcomes to Sammy the Fluff into the chat. Very nice. Alright, there we go, folks. A nice departure there. Alright folks, our next arrival. Rec 6668 coming in from Wagga, followed by Velocity 841 on the milk run from Melbourne. The wind, as they did mention, spots of around 15 knots of crosswind at the threshold. So it's definitely blowing a gale out there, no doubt about it. About half an hour away, we do have the China Southern 330-300 coming in from Guangzhou. It's a cargo-only service, flight 5013. That will be very interesting to see how they can shape up against this wind. Thankfully, no rain, but at this point, I think I would prefer rain rather than the cold wind. Miles, one of our lovely contributors, viewing from the lovely Western Sydney. Miles dropping a $27 tip. Thank you very much, Miles. $1 for every knot of wind. Buy some thermals. Winter's coming. Oh, look, I think I was just a little underprepared today. I knew it was kind of going to be cold, but I didn't think it was going to be this cold. So yeah, a little underprepared today, but thank you again for the kind tip, mate. So lovely to have you here as always, Miles, one of our amazing first class members. It's a great friend of the channel, so thank you very much, Miles. But no, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. The weather just follows me. Whenever I stream, the weather must be bad. That's how Mother Nature works here in Sydney. Apparently, I don't get many sunny days, if any. But I don't mind a challenge. I like the challenge. And I think as well, I think the adverse conditions make the viewing a little more interesting when there's a bit of wind and a bit of rain around. As Kurt did say a couple of streams ago, the sunny blue skies, although it is pleasant, it's that's all it is. There's no sort of challenge with the pilots, but we're sort of making them earn their dollars today. So we'll hopefully we'll be able to catch a few nice bumpy old landings. We'll wait and see. In the meantime, our next arrival. So a milk run special, Velocity 841 coming in from Melbourne. It's a 737-800. And Brian Bruce looks like he's fleeing the scene of the crime. Unfortunately, it's time to call it a night. Keep up the great work. Catch you on the next stream, Brian. Been a pleasure, mate. Absolute pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. Lovely to have you on board here. And hopefully you're warm wherever you're tuning in from, mate. It's another amazing contributor to the channel, so thank you very much, Brian. Oh, someone wants to chat. Be back in a moment, folks. Important call. Yeah, g'day, mate. How are you? Sorry, folks, wouldn't normally do that. Well, nobody normally rings me, but there you go. Alright, big domestic heavy there, moving to the Bravo 2 holding point for 16 right. She's heading off to Perth. Qantas flight 649 heavy. Was that the pizza delivery man? No, it was car related, which is why I had to take it. So no, rain's not good from the camera, but it's a little more pleasant because I can normally stay dry here, so it's normally okay. Alright, 649 lining up there on 16 right. Next time, turn your phone off during live streams. Well, look, I would, but got a few things going on. I've got to be ready at a moment's notice just in case. So I can't do that. So, folks, thundering our way towards 500 likes there, folks. We're getting there. It's a short stream today as well, but you know, I think we can do it. A couple of 380s this afternoon. I believe we do have the Emirates A380 departing this afternoon. Not sure what the go is there, but Emirates A340 scheduled to leave at 2 o'clock. Delayed service from 6 o'clock this morning. So we'll just have to wait and see if that goes. Grant Hester with a huge $20 tip. Thank you very much, Grant. It's cold in the Mile High City with Market Carpetarian. Stay safe down under, mate. It's freezing here. Let me just get this departure. Sorry, arrival. With Margaret. Stay safe down there. Grant, thank you so much for the content, mate. It's lovely to have your support. And geez, it's cold everywhere in the world, isn't it? But you got to remember that the Aussies, we prefer the warm weather. We don't deal well with cold weather, particularly here in Sydney and north of Sydney. We don't like the cold. But no, we're doing our best. Doing our best to keep the stream running. That's the goal today. The only time Aussies like cold is when we're at the snow. That's the only time we like it. Zealand Chen, is the streaming a few seconds latency? Yes, yeah. Naturally, there's always going to be a little bit of latency. So there is a slight stream delay of maybe 20 seconds, maybe. So you can really see the ailerons working hard there when they get airborne, just trying to fight that headwind there. Alright, a short delay there for the lined up traffic. The Ningo Show there with another $8 tip. Thank you very much, mate. Freezing cold in Newcastle right now. It would be good to see the night wind to warm me up. Mate, look, we'll just let the score do the talking there, Mr. Ningo. What do you reckon? It's all the best tonight for the game. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, here we go. Another milk run special here, ready to get underway. Off 16 right, cleared for takeoff. Let's go. Plenty of aileron work there. That's brave, calling the Sharks to beat the Knights. We'll see how we go. Folks, 488 likes. We are almost halfway to our goal. Love your work, everybody. And what was I going to mention? I forget. Mustn't have been important. And our next arrival here on the IKEA 1 ILS approach for 16 right. Jetstar 785 coming in from the Sunshine Coast. And, we do have the Scoot Dreamliner 7879 just taxiing up for departure, heading back to Singapore. And will be with us very, very shortly. And folks, if you wouldn't mind, give us type exclamation point points into the chat, and we'll see if that one's working. Should be working. But essentially how it works is you get a point for every minute watched, and I think you get 2 points for every minute watched while you are active in the chat. So it gives you a little bit of an idea. Of how obsessed you are with plane spotting in Sydney. Oh, there we go. Okay, it works for some. There you go. Okay, it works for some, but we'll work on that. We'll work on it. Anyway, here she comes. The Vanilla Mango Dreamliner. Scooter 3 heading back to Singapore. 7879. Looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? Anyway, there she goes, rounding the corner there to the Alpha 1 holding point for 16 right. And Nuclear Engineer dropping a kind of $5 tip. Thank you very much, mate. Lovely to see you back here today. Sid's got screen with Twim twice in 1 week. Christmas came 9 months early. Well, there you go, mate. Yeah, so my shift work roster just happened to lie on my 2 days of that I can stream. So don't expect it every week, but my next stream is going to be on Friday next week. So working the Arvo shift, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I'll be able to do a stream on Friday. But I appreciate it, mate. Just as that wind really starts to pick up out of the southwest there. Scooter is underway. Scooter 3 back to Singapore. The beautiful vanilla mango Dreamliner. Look at him go. That's a headwind for you there, folks. Not mucking around at all. And one heavy out, one heavy in. China Southern 5013 coming in from Guangzhou on the cargo only service. Just bumping around here on final approach. 416 right. Look, full credits to the crew there. They did a great job. And welcome to Sydney. Keep our eyes here on the Qantas 19. And, she's going to be heading off to Manila very, very soon. She's running a little bit late, but it's all right. Another Canadian thinking they have it colder, which I'm sure they do. Think it's cold there. Try Canadian weather in January, February. Well, Gary, I've been to Canada in late Jan. I went skiing up there in Whistler. It was absolutely beautiful. That was a couple of years ago now, but yes, no, I'm not doubting that it's colder there. But rocking shorts and a poor jumper at the moment. But thank you very much for the kind tip there, Gaz. Nice to have you on board, mate. And a personal page for Eric Phillips. Welcome to Premium Economy, mate. So nice to have you on board as well today with us, Eric. Thank you very much for your kind contribution to the channel. Welcome aboard there in Premium Economy. So it looks like we are all hooked up, waiting for our aero bridge to come off and the last couple of bags to be loaded into the bulk hold. And then Qantas 19 will be ready to get underway. Right, our next arrival here into windy Sydney, velocity 417, coming in from Adelaide, is a 737-800, and will be followed by a Jetstar A321 on another milk run service there, Jetstar 512 from Melbourne, and then following that, the QJet 717 coming in from Hobart. Right, very nicely done there, very nicely done. The ground engineer there doing a final walk around, so it looks like the QF19 won't be far from departure here. No missed approaches so far. No go around so far. A few rough little touchdowns, but a few wobbly approaches, but no go arounds yet. Ooh. Right, there we go, a little firm touchdown there from the Jetstar 321 coming in from Melbs. Our next one is the 717 arriving from Hobart. Always nice to see the 717. We don't have too many services here by the 717, but scattered throughout the day, unlike the 737s, which are in every couple of minutes. But QJet 1532 coming in from Hobart, so no doubt we'll see that aircraft depart later on during the day. So she's coming up after an hour and 40-minute flight from beautiful Tasmania there, one of the most southern ports of Australia that you can fly into. So yes, we do have the beautiful Speedbird there on the screen, as well as the Malaysian A380, which will be departing in the next couple of minutes, as long as everything's on time. Another first for SID Squad as well. This afternoon we do have the LATAM 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Santiago via Auckland, and that's due in about 3:30 this afternoon. And that'll be a nice little touch to catch. It'll be Been a long time since we've seen that here on a regular basis, but yeah, LATAM 801 due in at approximately 3:30. They're out over the Tasman at the moment, and best cams, they're here. Best cams, make sure you hit that like button on the way in, and the mods will take care of you on your way out. Tommy Gaming says, what is the 717? Well, I'm about to show you, mate. Alright, there we go, and that's a 717. Sorry about that movement there, folks, just moving the tripod into a more wind-resistant position. As you can see by the wind at the top left of your screen, it's blowing a gale down here in Sydney. The temperature is cold in numbers. I'm not 100% sure, but it's cold. And we're going to be out here grinding for another 2 hours or so. Got a couple of special departures to catch today. We've got the Singapore Airlines A380. We've got the Emirates A380, both departing during today's stream. We've got the Etihad Formula 1 Dreamliner, which will be departing as well. Got British Airways as well departing. Great to see Speedbird back in town. $18 degrees, there you go. It feels colder than that. Righto folks, our next arrival is Rec 6857 coming in from Dubbo, and it's a Saab 340. There we go folks, a nice slowed down look at the QJet 717. Don't be surprised if they pull into the gate just at the top left of your screen there. Oh, just in the top center of your screen now. It's a common bay there, bay number 14 for the 717s to park at, but looks like they might be moving into the apron, the domestic one apron, and might be heading to maybe bay number 8, just in there somewhere. In fact, 2 717s there in the shot. And guys, thank you to everybody for tuning in today. Lovely to have you on board for the live stream here in Sydney. My name's Tim. I'm the host today. Got a couple of partners with me that do live streaming on the Sid Squad channel. Got Matt up there on the beautiful Gold Coast. And we've got Kurt as well, also streaming from Sydney as well. And great to have your viewership today. Make sure you hit that like button. Every little like counts. Gives the YouTube algorithm a bit of a kick up the bum. And looks like there's some peak hour traffic there in the domestic one apron. Not sure what's going in there, but we've got the 717 holding out here on taxiway Bravo. We've got the Dash 8 just on the top left. The Qantas 73 there, also waiting to get in. And Dean, Tim needs some coffee and Krispy Kreme. Well, funny fact, I have never had coffee before. And that's no April Fool's joke. Don't you worry about that. But folks, we've got plenty more on the cards this morning. Sorry, this afternoon. It's the must have had a minor brain freeze there with the icy cold temperatures here in Sydney. By our standards anyway, in March. We of course do love keeping you updated of all the movements going on around Sydney Airport today. And on screen now we've got Qantas flight 19 heading to Manila. It was due out at 1:30, but running a little bit behind schedule. And, looking a little further down the track, we do have the Emirates A380 flight 8413. Delayed service from this morning. I don't know if it's going to depart or what, but fingers crossed. We're also expecting the Fiji Airways flight 910, which is just pushing back out of Bay 31 right as we speak. So we'll also have the Malaysian Airlines A330 that was due out at 2:25 back to Kuala Lumpur. More movements close to home. Our Qantas flight 7 to Dallas, unfortunately, has been cancelled today, so that's one less Qantas Dreamliner that we'll see today. So we've got the British Airways flight BA16 heading to London via Singapore, which we saw get towed on earlier. It's going to be departing at 3:50. It's 4 o'clock departure. We've got the mighty Singapore Airlines A380 SQ222. We'll be seeing her later on in the stream, as well as the Etihad Formula 1 scheme at 4:15, which will probably round out today's stream. And it's looking like a good one ahead. We've got a couple of freight movements in as well. And we do love keeping you all informed about what you can expect to see on the stream today. Mark O'Kane with a $5 super chat. 18 degrees, feels like 10. Winds 27 knots, gusting 3.7. No wonder you're cool in shorts, mate. I know, mate. I'm cold, but I'm happy to be here. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't having a good time, so don't worry about that. But thank you very much, Mark, for the kind super chat there, mate. And yeah, the feels like temperature and the actual temperature is obviously very different, but no, it's just one of those days, eh? One of those days when we do have winter streams coming up later on in the year, sort of June, July period. Definitely be rocking the long pants and long sleeves, needless to say. And a very, very kind $15 super chat sent from Rod Sloan, and Rod saying, in memory of Mrs. Hep, who would be loving this stream. Well, Rod, mate, I'm not sure who Mrs. Hep is. I can guess, but mate, thoughts with you, of course, and hopefully you're enjoying wherever you are tuning in from. And lovely to have your support today. And hope all you guys are enjoying the stream this afternoon from your warm houses, or wherever you're watching from. Maybe you're watching at work. I don't know. But always loves receiving those kind-hearted super chats there. So, oh, Mr. Shep. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about Bruce. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Bruce. Okay, apologies, Rod. Yes. Okay. In that case, I know exactly who you're talking about. Never had the privilege of meeting Bruce, but mate, I hope that we're doing him justice. But Rod. Oh, but Mrs. Hep. Rod, for those of you who don't know, I'll give you a bit of a... So on screen there is the famous Shep's Mount, and what we're referring to by Mr. Shep is Bruce Shepherd, who passed away in the mid-2000s, and a huge plane spotter here in Sydney. Had the local spotting area named after him, and that's who Rod's referring to there. So there you go. Sorry, I didn't catch on to that quick enough. But I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. But thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rod. Appreciate it, mate. Absolute champ. And Grant Hester dropping another super chat here with a $10 tip. Thank you very much, Grant. Team Linchpin loves the Aussies. LAX is our home. And mate, the feeling is mutual. I love LAX. Always will. Always have. Flown into Los Angeles 14 times from Australia. One of my favourite spots to visit. And shout out to Team Linchpin. I hope that makes sense. But thank you, Grant. Appreciate the kind super chat, mate. Nice to have you on board with us. And Pyramid Acid tuning in from Newtown in Sydney's beautiful inner west. Just as we wait for the QF19 to push here off bay number 8. And Pyramid Acid with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, mate. It's blowing a southerly gale up here on my balcony in Newtown. Well, I hope you're warm, mate. I hope you're warm. Stay warm. Stay warm, stay dry. Right, unfortunately for the QF19, we're going to have to turn our attention to the beautiful Fiji Airways A350. They're taxiing out on Alpha, heading back to Nandi flight FJ910. Always very, very nice to see the Fiji 350s in town. And, although on a personal note, bit of a downgrade from the 747-400s that formerly operated by Air Pacific. They had two 747-400s in the fleet. And with the rebranding of Fiji Airways, along came the A330s, the 200s, and then the 300. They've got the single A330-300 in the fleet, Fiji. And then a little further down the line came the two A350s in their fleet. And both of the 350s carry the same names as the 747-400s once did. We've got FAI here, known as the island of Viti Levu, and FAJ, which is the sister ship, the other A350, the island of Vanua Levu. So the two major islands there over in Fiji. And you guys may know the old Fiji Airways, sorry, the old Air Pacific 747-400 with the big island painted on the side. If not, might be able to Google that one. DQFJL was the rego, and that aircraft was named the island of Viti Levu, which is carried by this A350. Bit of Fijian aviation history there for you folks. Only here on Sid Squad, live here in Sydney, Australia. Just kicking over there, 700 likes, folks. Amazing work. Thank you to all of the community for your taking a moment to hit that like button. It's always a great free way to support the channel. It's lovely to have your support there, folks. Like an absolute space shuttle, that one. What is gravity? Gives you a bit of a reference into the headwind there, the strong headwind that is coming over Botany Bay down there. When you see them rotating quite early, and departure very, very steep. Absolute having no trouble getting airborne. Right, there we go. Fiji 910 is ready. Right, as you go, Fiji 910 there, lining up there. The Alpha 1 holding point. So no doubt she's going to go up like a rocket ship as well. Whole heap of aileron work going. If you take a close look at the the right side wing, ailerons pushing the the wings into the wind. We might do a quick weather check just after this next arrival to give you all the information that you need. This is Jetstar 514 on the milk run from Melbourne, looking pretty wobbly. Alright, firmly placed down, but we got it down. A very generous super chat there from Michael Saws, one of our kind first class members there. And thank you very much for sending the 20 loony super chat there, Michael. Hello from Toronto. Not too many big planes here except for the usual Lufthansa 747 flights and the Emirates A380. Also, there is an unusual 747 cargo plane. We also have a lot of 787s and 777s. I've done some plane spotting in Toronto Pearson many years ago. I'll get to that shortly. And yes, back in the day, Toronto was quite a good place to go. There was a lot of variety. Saw my very first Pakistan 777 there, and the KLM MD-11 used to fly into Toronto. So great spot there. Always loved loved my days there in Toronto. Beautiful city. It's not too dissimilar from Sydney as well. Beautiful city by the bay. So. In a good spot there. But Toronto always was on my bucket list, and I'm glad I visited. Not sure what we're waiting for here on the Manila service, just at the bottom of your screen. Maybe they're waiting for the wind to settle down. And they might be waiting a while. Alright, just as I was saying, we don't see many 717s. Our 717 special livery is in town, flying up from Canberra after a 35-minute flight. And the Tassie Devil livery. We'll be seeing that very shortly here, just on finals. QJet 1724, about to arrive here on 16 right. And speaking of special liveries, we do have another special livery due in later. We did see it on Tuesday on stream. But for those of you who weren't with us, we've got the China Southern Guangdong Lychee special livery A330-300 coming in. It's just under 15 minutes away from landing here on runway 16 right. Quite a nice livery if you ask me. It's always very nice to see the 717s approaching. They've got a very unique look with their landing lights on the wing, just under the wingtips, and the nose wheel light as well. It's got a very classic look to it, but coming with a bit of crosswind there. But we'll catch this, see if they can butter it. Doesn't want to focus. Full credit to the tech crew there. Beautiful landing. And Michael dropping another super chat, consecutive super chat there. Michael, thank you very much, mate. Keep your eye out for CFVLQ when Air Canada 787 flights return to Australia. We if it's the one I'm thinking of, unfortunately, I think it's the Team USA, the Team Canada one that you're thinking of, or the Fly the Flag one. But we never got to see it here. So you never know. They're running the 777-200 LRs at the moment. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I'd love to see it. It's one of the ones that I've been chasing. Of course, every special scheme. But thank you again, Michael. Another kind contribution to the channel with the 10 loony super chat. Thank you very much. And oh, that's an interesting name there. Borf on me. With a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, mate. For braving the chilly conditions on the rooftop car park to bring us amazing footage of windy landings. Mad kudos. Well, thank you very much, mate. So it's good to be out here. I would have been here regardless of the weather because it's my last day off. So I do some plane spotting regardless of the weather. So even if it was sunny, I would still be out here. But sadly not the case. So thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate the kind contribution to the channel today. And thank you for everybody tuning in with us today. If you're just joining us, my name's Tim. And you are watching live plane spotting here from Sydney Airport in Australia. It's a bit of a chilly old afternoon here. Luckily no rain just yet. And if you are enjoying the live stream, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Both, it doesn't cost you anything, and it's a great way to support the channel for absolutely nothing. We're hot on the heels of our goal of 1,000 likes for today's stream. And it's lovely to have your support. It's never sunny when you stream, Tim. No, I know. I don't know what the go is with that. It's just my luck, unfortunately, Paul. Alright, she's finally underway. Unleashed on the tarmac there, ready to go. Next arrival, Velocity 845 coming in from Melbourne, another milk run special. And, just a couple of moments out is a Global 7500. Lima Uniform November, Australian registered 7500 coming all the way from Durban in South Africa. Almost 13-hour flight time, and brand newly delivered corporate jet. We'll see them landing here very shortly. 13 hours on a corporate jet. There you go. They did very well there. Very well. Bit side to side, but got it down nicely. Alright, our next arrival, Qantas 444 on the milk run. Just about to land here on 16 right, just a couple of minutes out, and then followed by the Global 7500 corporate jet coming in from Durban, South Africa. Be a nice one to catch here, very long aircraft. So it'll be great to watch it land in the strong winds. I always love the size comparison with the vehicles and the aircraft. Just along here on taxiway Alpha. You can't get away from me that easy. She's just being moved around the hangars. Came in this morning, I believe, from I don't remember where it was. It might have been London or Los Angeles. So there she is, getting moved into hangar 416 West, just there in the Qantas West apron. She thought she could sneak around without me seeing her. Just kicking on through 800 likes, folks. Magnificent work from the community, so thank you everybody for your tremendous input. It's lovely to see all of you today.
Qantas 19 Heavy, ready. Qantas 19 Heavy, Good afternoon, Sydney Tower.
Alright, she's not moving anywhere. We do have Qantas 444 short final to land on 16 right on the IKEA one. And Rudy's here. G'day, Rudy. Always a pleasure to see you here, mate. Live stream royalty in the house, everybody. Welcome to the Tim Show, indeed. Alright, there we go, folks. Qantas 19 giving the marching orders onto the runway. And lining up for a departure to Manila, up there in the beautiful Philippines. And, Farid's here. G'day, Farid. Nice to see you, mate. And we've got a nice little treat for you, folks. Didn't think we were going to see her today coming up the taxiway Alpha for a 16 right departure. But here she is, the Air Calin A320 Neo. Oof, up she goes, not wasting any time there. Anyway, folks, lovely little treat there for you, for the viewers. Normally she heads down to 16 left for departure, as heads off to the northeast. It's a nice little treat today to see her coming up here, right past the viewing area, and making the right turn there onto taxiway Alpha 1 for departure back to Noumea in New Caledonia. And this is a personal page for Tammy Cravat. Welcome to Premium Economy. Lovely to have you on board this afternoon, Tammy. Your support of the channel is much appreciated, and I'd like to give you a warm welcome to the membership lounge there. There we go, folks. Sorry, I almost missed that. That would have been very disappointing after such a long flight from Durban, South Africa. But Tammy, welcome. Nice to have you on board the SID Squad live stream here in Sydney, Australia. We have on screen now the Air Calin 320 Neo. So it doesn't come to Sydney all too often. We mostly get the A330 Neo here in Sydney. So it's always a nice little pleasure to see it when it comes down. Righto, our next arrival is the China Southern Special Livery, the Guangdong Lychee Livery. A330-300 coming in from Shenzhen, flight CZ5047. Almost a 9-hour flight time there. And also not too far away as well after the China Southern, we do have an Embraer Phenom 300 coming in. She's going to be landing on runway 16 right. She's coming in from Devonport down in beautiful Tasmania. And Terry Campbell dropping a $10 tip. Thank you very much, Terry. Just as cold here, but half the wind. Stay warm. Thanks for the show today, Terry. Thank you very much for the kind super chat, mate. Great contribution to the channel. It's nice to have your support today, mate. And stay warm, Terry. Stay warm. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Gary. Todd, one of our members there, asking, go away box, asking how long is the stream today. We are probably going to run the stream till about 4:15. Sorry, folks, need to concentrate there. Yeah, so we're going to run the stream until approximately until the Etihad Formula One livery departs. Anyway, we've got the Air Calin 141 Sierra A320 Neo here, just about to depart. Awaiting takeoff clearance there on runway 16 right at the full length. Heading back to Noumea, about 2.5 hours flight time, not too far at all.
Actually, wind 180 degrees, 27 knots, runway 16 right, clear to land. Calin 141 Sierra, contact departures.
Alright, there she goes. One of the nicest A320 Neos in the world, I must say. Anyway, next arrival here, Uniform Yankee X-Ray Phenom 300. Just about to land here on 16 right. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Posting here 46, assigned heading right 170, line up runway 16 right and wait. Right 170,
Beautiful.
from contact ground 1217.
Never in doubt there, folks, never in doubt. How long did the C-17 stay in Sydney Airport? It stayed overnight. Just stayed the night and departed about 9 o'clock the next day. And it went to Canberra. Yeah, they don't want to land, do they? You can see just how windy it is down there. All the white caps on the bay down there. It's definitely not helping, but we do have a few good signs here. Bit of sun out over the airfield. First time in a little while. Unfortunately, not warming up the situation up here. Righto folks, just passing 3 o'clock now. So that means about half an hour till our LATAM 787 arrival. Hopefully she lands on the 16 right. So we'll just have to wait and see there. Our next arrival, Jetstar 767, Airbus A380 coming in from Adelaide. Just a couple of minutes out here. Oh, maybe 1 minute out from landing on runway 16 right. We'll have a quick look at the weather. So I'll just give you a nice update on what to expect here in the next hour or so of the live stream. All right, there we go. Lots of coastal showers. Luckily, nothing sort of too close to us. But there you go. The feels like temperature at Sydney Airport right now, 8.7 degrees. So, there you go. 54 kilometers an hour, 91 knots. 29 knots. Wind gusts up to 33 knots there. 61 kilometers an hour. Not much rain today since 9 o'clock this morning. Just over a mil. And very, very chilly conditions at the moment. But the highest wind gust, by the looks of things, 40 knots at some point today. So there you go, folks. A little update there from Sid Squad to you. So we'll get back to the action now from up here on the car park for our next arrival, Jetstar 767 coming in from Adelaide A320. Anyway, here we come, folks. And just a little reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. 874 likes. We are pressing towards the goal of 1,000 at a fantastic speed. Alright, easy come, easy go. The sun's gone, but there's a bit of sun there on the south of the field. Just down near Ships Mound there. Beautiful part of the city. And one of our great friends of the channel, Captain Ahmed. One of our first class members. Always taking care of us, mate. Thank you so much for sending a $20 super chat. Very kind of you, mate. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream wherever you're tuning in from, Captain Ahmed, today. It might be at home or at work. It's a nice Friday afternoon, lead up to the weekend. But thank you very much, mate. Wonderful contribution to the channel, and amazing continued support as always from Captain Ahmed. So thank you very much, mate. Huge supporter. And thank you to all of the super generous super chats and memberships we've had today. Welcome to all of our amazing members of the channel. And, special shout out to our first class members there at the below of the screen. It's nice to have your support of the channel. As well as our business class amazing members, and the premium and economy promo guests as well. And a personal page for Dean Stalker. Great surname. Dean, welcome, mate. Nice to have you on board with us today, Dean. Thank you very much for your support of the channel, Dean. Welcome to Premium Economy. Lovely to have you. Hopefully you are enjoying the stream wherever you're tuning in from, Dean. Lovely to have you on board today. And Michael Saws, one of our Canadian friends up there, one of our Canadian first class members, dropping a 20 loony super chat. Thank you so much, Michael. And, good night, everyone. I need sleep for now since it's 5 past midnight there, and I want to prank one of my classes. Okay. I assume it might be an April Fool's joke inbound. But thank you so much. Incredible support of the channel, mates, and glad to hear you're having a good time. And Michael, we'll see you on the next stream. So thank you again for your continued support of the channel. But super support there, super support. So thank you very much, Michael. Righto, folks. Our next arrival, lucky for us, on 16 right, New Zealand 107. Just a minute out from landing here on 16 right.
Wind 200 degrees, 20 knots, crosswind 15, the peak is 30 knots, the wind is 20 knots, crosswind, 16 right, definitely.
There you go, guys. It's about peaking up around 30 knots. It's about 15 knots crosswind. So we'll watch the Air New Zealand Dreamweaver land here on 16 right, coming in from Auckland. Alright. Okay, were you friends or enemies, if there's any sport on? Doing a great job there, landing the Dreamliner on 16 right. But here we go, Malaysian Airlines 122 finally getting pushback clearance. She's running almost an hour late, but better late than never, as we always say. Heading back to Kuala Lumpur, home base in Malaysia. $912 likes there, folks. We are pressing on towards our goal of 1,000 likes. So I think we can do it, folks. Still just over an hour left in the stream today. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, that big red button on the bottom. Make sure you click that bell just so you don't miss a stream. And if you are on Instagram, make sure you go and drop us a follow there on Instagram at sidsquad.au. So if you'd like to follow us, well, the people behind the camera, exclamation point Tim, exclamation point Matt for his YouTube channel, exclamation point Kurt for his Insta. Alright folks, we'll enjoy this Malaysian A330 pushback and start up. So I need to go for a little bit of a run around the car park just to warm the blood up. Because I'm freezing. Anyway folks, some beautiful views there. And while I go and warm up the body. Alright folks, let's get back to it. $967 likes, folks. Incredible work, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for taking a moment to click that button. Anyway, friends, Malaysian 122 there, just exiting the Intel 1 apron out onto taxiway Alpha. Going to make her way up to Alpha 1 for a 16 right departure back to Kuala Lumpur. Bit of a well-timed zoom there, if I don't say so myself, just as they do a bit of a surface check. There's Emily over the back there, just moving out of the hangar as well. But, I'm not sure where she is off to. I don't know if she's flying again this afternoon, but she could be.
Just 720, winds 200 degrees, 25 knots, crosswind averaging 16, runway 16 right.
Warren's heading off. Grandkids school pickup day. Love it, mate. Good work. Good on you, Woz. Thanks, mate. Thanks for tuning in.
Malaysia 122 heavy, rating. Malaysia 122 heavy to detail.
Okay, ZND, the Dreamliner on screen. She's going to be coming over to bay number 9 by the looks of things. She's going to be operating the QF1 this afternoon. It's 4:45, a little bit delayed. Bit of a delayed tow on, but we'll catch her being towed over here very shortly. Just as we pass 1,000 likes, everybody, thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone hitting that goal. And Antonov 225, hey Tim. Might be a bit cheeky, but could we wait for the 748? We probably will today, since she's a little earlier today, which is good. And the UPS 747-8, she's going to be parking on bay number 5 today, which is just down here in the middle of your screen. That might be even the UPS vehicle. Looks that case. But yeah, she's going to be parking on bay 5 there today. So we might stick around for that. But, here we go. 122, clear for takeoff. Right, Malaysia 122 on her way back to Kuala Lumpur. We've got an A330 short final here to land on 16 right coming in from Perth. So we'll turn our attention to that right now. We've got a medevac departure off runway 25 now. They're not changing runways, but in order to get to their destination quicker, they're going to make a departure off runway 25. And probably rotating quick, no doubt. You can see that wind just kicking the tail around to the right hand side. Right, we'll just keep an eye on Emily for the moment. And she's going to be coming right over to bay number 9. Which is right here. Fortunately not bay number 8. We always love to see her on bay 8, so we get a nice clear view, but can't have it all, unfortunately. So here she comes. Our next arrival here is Qantas 740 coming in from Adelaide, 737-800. And just a few minutes out as well, we do have, for the first time on live stream here in Sydney, the LATAM 787-9 coming in from Santiago via Auckland, New Zealand. It's land 801. Hopefully we do catch her landing here on 16 right. But we'll just have to wait and see if they're kind to us. Don't worry folks, we'll come back to that very shortly. So here she comes, one of our fan favourites on stream. It's always great to catch her on stream. The ZND start making her way on taxiway Bravo 2 to cross runway 16 right, make her way on Alpha. International 1 to bay number 9 today. So being towed by one of the new Qantas Engineering tow barless tugs. So she'll make her way over here to the international terminal. She's going to be heading out to London Heathrow via Darwin a little later on this afternoon as flight QF1. And I think we've got to give her the respect that she needs, and we'll give her a nice city view. The downtown in the background. Not the nice typical weather that we'd expect here, but let's take what we can get, I think. And here she comes, as expected, one of the fan favourites here. Also known as Yam Dreaming. Just being towed in the Intel 1 apron. So she's going to be parking on bay number 9, unfortunately. And if you're wondering, got obviously the name there, Emily, the Balaringi there. If you're wondering what that is, the Balaringi is the group of artists that design and create the livery, and the Balaringi group are also very famous for creating the Wonala Dreaming livery, the Nalangi Dreaming livery. The Mendawarji livery on the new 737 and the Yananyi Dreaming livery as well on the old 737-800. All the indigenous liveries by Qantas. So there you go, folks. But yeah, it's definitely a lot to look at. But no, definitely one of the fan favourites there. Alright, so luckily enough, we do have the SID squad first timer on live stream Land Chile. Oh, sorry. I should say LATAM, even though they still do use the old Land Chile call sign, the LATAM 801 coming from Auckland, and, Santiago as well. She is landing on runway 16 right. She's the next to land. It would seem just about a minute or two out, and it'd be great to see her landing on 16 right here. We also do have our special guest, or one of our special guests today, taxiing out for departure, and that is the off-schedule Emirates Airbus A380. And I do believe first time on live stream as well for the Emirates A380, with often a night movement or a very early morning movement, so we don't normally catch them, but it's nice to see the Emirates 380 flying in the daytime. It was due to depart at 6 o'clock this morning, but the service got cancelled and retimed to a 2 p.m. departure. Emirates A380. As you can see, she's running just a couple of hours late, considering it's 3:30 in the afternoon. But here she comes. Emirates A380 heading back to Dubai. It's one of our first of 2 A380s this afternoon. The next one being the Singapore Airlines 380, due out in about half an hour or so. We'll stick with Emirates just in the meantime, and turn our attention to LATAM when she gets a little closer. So this service is actually the last night service, not the 6 o'clock service. So there you go. So apologies for the rough camera work there, folks. Just a bit of a gust of wind just kicking up. Just as she touched down there. So you can see the the water just smashing into the runway of the back there in the distance. Anyway, here we go. And Gary Sewer dropping another 5 loony tip. Thank you very much, Gary. I heard Emirates got diverted to Melbourne a couple of nights ago because she couldn't land during the curfew. Yes, it was also due to the fact that they can't land on 16 right after curfew, and the tailwind exceeded their maximum, so they couldn't get in. But sometimes if they're running late, they do get a dispensation on the curfew. But they must land on 34 left. So there you go. But Gary, thank you very much for the 5 loony super chat. Appreciate it, mate. Anyway, here we go. Oop, get moving. Anyway, off she goes, the very, very delayed Emirates 413 Delta. Due out last night, but not being able to get out. But luckily enough for us, she could leave during stream time, so it's good news for us. Righto, folks. Yeah, beautiful 7-1 there. It's moving out on Bravo 1 onto the active 16 right. And, she's going to be like a rocket, no doubt. Just waiting for takeoff clearance there. The Tassie Devil, quick turn in Sydney, and off again. Off she goes. Alright, off she goes, just like the rocket, just like we promised. There you go, peaking at 36 knots. There you go. Alright, we might, we've got about a half hour or so left in the stream, so we might have to adjust slightly the like goal, I think. I think we might to go to 1300, like a challenge. Alright, there we go, folks, that'll do. Alright, we do have plenty more to come for you this afternoon. Of course, we do have, in not too long, in just under 10 minutes or so, she's already locked up. We do have the Speedbird 16 departing at 350. And we will anticipate their pushback from Bay 24 just off to our right anytime in the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. They're heading back to London Heathrow via Singapore. And of course, if you were tuning in on Tuesday, we did catch the inaugural Speedbird 16 flight. And obviously I know that a few of you guys in the chat were here to watch on live on Sid Squad. And we were here to cover all that action. So it was a great stream on Tuesday, wasn't it? Right, there we go. You can see the Speedbird just on the right hand side there. Along with Speedbird, we do have the Singapore Airlines A380 departing at 4 o'clock back to Singapore, flight SQ 222. We've also got Air China 614, and that's not going anywhere because it's cancelled today, so don't worry about that one. And 4:15, we do have one of our main events today, the Etihad 787-9 Dreamliner in the Formula 1 Grand Prix livery, which is always a little bit of a highlight for me. We don't see it here too often, particularly now that Etihad have started, or they've resumed, I should say, they've resumed their daytime services to Sydney. So it's a nice little catch to see her during the daytime. Plenty more arrivals to come. We do have a Jetstar 7878 Dreamliner coming in from Honolulu. So about 10 hours flight time. Jetstar 4, she's about 5 minutes away. Oh, maybe a little bit longer than that, but hopefully we'll catch her landing here on runway 16 right. And then another fan favourite, the UPS 747-8, 25 minutes away, due at about 4:15. Hopefully we can catch that landing. And And Ray, thank you very much for the kind words there, mate. But we'll turn our attention to the next arrival here. It's Qantas 729, and it's arriving from the recently resumed Airs Rock service coming from Uluru. And if you don't know where Airs Rock is, or Uluru, it's that big rock in the middle of the country. But not just a rock to others, it's a very sacred place here in Australia, and great to see Qantas returning there with the 737-800 here, short final. Plenty of action out there on the domestic side, you've got to love to see it. We've got the Virgin Australia 737-800 there at the Bravo 3 holding point, just on the far left of your screen. They're just beginning to move forward onto the runway. That'll be 4 Virgin 737s moving in frame there. 2 out, 2 in. Got to love to see it. And thank you to the mods for removing the spamming of the letter N. And, Kyle, I've got an N word for you. It's no spamming. And Grant with another kind super chat. So thank you very much, Grant. It's your not your first super chat either, mate. Thank you for your excellent contribution to the channel there. And Grant says, greetings from Team Linchpin again. The group says hi as we depart from Denver back to Burbank. Cheers, mates. Like Grant, g'day to yourself. G'day to the Griff as well. Hope you guys are going to have a nice flight there from beautiful Denver, Colorado, all the way down to Burbank. They're in the northern parts of Los Angeles there, up in the valley, or whatever you guys like to call it. But Grant, thank you so much for your kind contribution to the channel there, mate. Nice to have you on board today. And, enjoy the trip. To you and the Griff. That's 2 words. Oh, I meant N as in no. No spamming. Look, you're allowed to spam the emotes when something good happens. You know what I mean? Plenty of action there on the domestic side. Lucky we can see all of it happening. Plenty of the kangaroos in action over there. You got the 7-3 there pushing off bay number 12, and the 7-3 also facing towards the left, just holding for a bay. She'll be ready to head in via Charlie 1. Just that taxiway there on the left of your screen there. Our next arrival here on runway 16, we've got a QLink -8. QLink 428 Delta coming in from Canberra. Big white knuckle approach there for the pilots, cabin crew, and passengers there. Bit of a rough old landing there from the Dash 8 coming in from Canberra. Got velocity 850 there on the milk run, just lining up there at taxiway Bravo 3. So she's departing off runway 16 right there, heading down to Melbourne into that stiff headwind. Next arrival is the QJet 717. I've seen a fair few of them today. I think I jinxed it. Always love seeing these guys coming into land. And a very kind tip there from Juan. Greetings from El Paso in Texas. Just saw Qantas Flight 8 Dallas to Sydney fly overhead. And it's fly back to Australia. Hope to visit one day, mate. We'd love to have you. And believe it or not, actually, the aircraft that you just saw is due in at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So still a long, long way to go. But greetings to you, mate, all the way from El Paso. It's a lovely contribution to the channel, so thank you very much. Alright folks, there we go, beautiful, beautiful sight right there. A couple of nice Dreamliners. And Miles, one of our great supporters, one of our great friends of the channel there. Wow, that was a landing in the Dash 8. But this is a thank you to thank you for the mods who've done a great job today. Thanks to the mods. Yeah, look, the mods have done a great job today. We've had a fair bit of spam coming in today, so look, they've done a tremendous job all over it. They're hot on their heels, cat-like readiness. The mods, they do a fantastic job here, and we love having them. Love having the mods. They do a superb job. And Miles, thank you very much for the kind tip there again. One of our first class members. Love it to have you here, Miles. Thank you, mate. And a personal page there for Gary. Welcome, Gary. Gary Chandler there joining us in economy promo, mate. And Gary, nice to have you and your support on board with us today. So thank you for taking the time to join us. Absolute legend. And Todd Palmer with the 10 Kiwi dollars tip. Thank you very much, Todd. And, apparently. I think you'll need a coffee after this. Well, Todd, hate to disappoint you, my friend, but I don't drink coffee and I've never had coffee before. So I'm sure I'll turn it into something else. Something else I can consume. But I don't think it'll be anything cold today. It's a bit too cold for that. But thank you very much, Todd. Absolute champion. And once again, always looking after us. Thank you very much, Todd. But look, I'll convert it into something nice. Don't you worry about that. Might be something, a warm little treat, I think. But thank you very much, mate. Thank you to everyone who's kindly sent super chats today. Absolute champions. And a personal page there for Mr. Flashy27. Welcome to business class, mate. Lovely to have you have your support. And Mr. Flashy27, you're just in time because we might dedicate this British Airways Speedbird 16 back to London Heathrow departure to you, mate. So, Mr. Flashy, thank you very much for joining in business class, mate. Lovely support. And we'd love to have you here, mate. As we watch our Speedbird Dreamliner tow forward to the disconnect point for engine start. So we'll come back to that very shortly. Got the Jetstar 4 from Honolulu on a short final after 10 hours of flying. Too bad we couldn't have this on Tuesday. I was really hoping we'd get the Speedbird 16 on the apron in front of us, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately. But we get it today. Right, folks. Might scoot around to the Sydney ground frequency, just while we can catch the taxi out here of Speedbird 16. She looks like she is almost ready to go. Is that Speedbird going to Singapore or Heathrow? Well, it goes to Singapore and then continues to London Heathrow at the early hours of tomorrow morning Sydney time. So it's all the way back to London. It's via Singapore. Daniel Hickling, hi from Sheps Mound. Hello over there, mate. You might even be able to get a big wave from you
Runway 16 right,
if we could see you.
Qantas 535, cross runway 25, hold short Foxtrot. Crossing 25, holding short of Foxtrot, Qantas 535. Yes. 716, stand by please.
Very nice, and not a fluke at all either. Well planned. Alright, there we go. And yes, we do definitely love seeing Speedbird back in town. No question about it. There was obviously a bit of speculation during COVID if they would ever return. Must admit I had my doubts. But it was awesome to see them a little while ago confirm their return to Sydney, and then sure enough, here they are. Bit of sun shining on it, lovely to see. So you can see the clouds moving across the airfield with the patches of sun. And we'll just have to make a camera battery change in just a moment. The battery is, unlike me, starting to give up, so we're hanging in there. And folks, if you are enjoying the live stream today here at Sydney Airport, please make sure you take a moment to subscribe to our channel, and please hit that like button. Give the YouTube algorithm a little kick up the bum, as we always say, and hopefully it can be recommended to some more aviation lovers out there, such as yourselves. Alright, our next arrival is Rex 9953 coming in from Mudgee after a 45-minute flight. And we do, of course, have the UPS 747-8 freighter just under 10 minutes away from arrival. She's going to be parking on that bay number 6. It's, just at the bottom of your screen there. Right, folks, just going to take a short moment just to change the battery. It'll only take 30 seconds, but in the meantime we'll go and check over on the weather. And, we're checking the wind, to be honest with you. Alright folks, as quick as that. You can see the wind is between 33 to 37 knots strong, and the feels like temperature is just above 7 degrees. And as a Sydney sider, I'm cold. But, as they say, the show must go on. And a huge, huge tip from Frank Thomas there. 74.78 super chat there. Amazing, amazing contribution. UPS 35, 8 minutes out, mate. We will be waiting for that. No doubt about it. But folks, let's give a huge, huge thanks to Frank there for his amazing, amazing contribution. Not his first either. Very, very kind contribution to Matt for his engagement last week. So Frank, duly noted, mate. And that's an incredible, incredible contribution to the channel. So thank you very much. And lovely to have your support there. That's yeah, that's. I almost get lost for words when there's tips of that size. So thank you very much. It's far, far too much there, Frank, but extremely, extremely kind. And we'll do the best that we can to bring you the best. And Frank, enjoy the Speedbird 16 departure here on 16 right. And off she goes there. Off she goes back to London. About 23.5 hour journey from door to door. Long way back to London from here in Sydney. In our humble big island that is Australia. But yes, much appreciation to Frank there for that amazing super chat. Speaking of our English friends, with a £4.49 super chat, Louise Sylvia Wood. Love being with Sid Squad. Well, I appreciate that. And here just in time to see the mighty Speedbird departure then. And thank you so much for taking the time to send a super chat. Very, very kind of you. It's lovely to have your support here today. Absolute champion. And wherever you're viewing from, I assume you're viewing from the UK. Stay warm. And folks, we might need to get some heavy emojis in the chat, folks. We'll, if the camera will focus. There she is. The mighty Queen of the Skies there, just about to join finals there for runway 16 right. So we've got a Jetstar short final here on the IKEA 1 approach.
Delta, assign any right 210, runway 16 right, line up and wait. Assign heading right 210, line up and wait, runway 16 right, turning 451 Delta. Landing jack, 03, then we're done, 15 knots. After the landing caution, language for 14, peak 18.
Whoa. A couple of nice little movements there, folks, just at the holding point. And Grant Hester with another lovely super chat there. A $20 tip. Thank you very much, Grant. If Linchpin IT were in charge of BA's IT, that would have never happened. Cheers from Corey, Vincent, the Griff, Grant and Andrew, the Linchpin B. I assume the Linchpin boys? I don't know. Oh. But Grant, thank you. And g'day to all the guys there. Corey, Vincent, the Griff, Andrew, and of course yourself there, Grant. And thank you very much for sending another kind super chat, mate. It's very generous of you today, mate. I love your work and great contributor to the channel. So much appreciated, and greetings again to all the Linchpin boys. G'day, guys. Alright, the 717. Better get a roll on, because we do have a mighty Queen of the Skies. It's on finals here for 1-6 right on the IKEA one approach. There she's out there. And I'm sorry, folks, but when there's a 747 in town, the camera stays on that. Always has been, always will be my favourite aircraft. And the UPS 74, no doubt a fan favourite here at Sid Squad. Alright, all the members, let's get some heavy Boeing emojis in the chat, folks. Always good to see you, love it, folks. Antonov 225, been waiting for this for weeks. There she is, folks, over the famous IKEA. G'day to all our Swedish viewers. Hitting the brakes and the reverses hard to make the Alpha 4 exit, which they've done. Done a superb job there, fighting that wind. Alright, folks, we are expecting the Etihad Dreamliner to push back shortly. The beautiful Formula 1 livery. Looks like she has commenced her pushback over there on Bay 54, and those of you playing at home, head over to Flight Radar and check it out. Etihad Flight 451, and the photo on Flight Radar may look familiar. So we also have the Singapore Airlines 380 pushback. These will be our last 2 departures of the stream today. So I hope you've enjoyed all the coverage here today with me today. My name's Tim, of course. And yeah, head over to Flight Radar and have a look at the Etihad pushback. Alpha 6 Bravo Lima Victor is the rego. And the Flight Radar photo may look familiar. And I did that on purpose. Just so I could say that. May your dreams be filled with queens and heavies flying around the world. I love it. I will not be staying till 6 PM. Shameless plug. Yeah, you gotta have a shameless plug every once in a while. A lot of aircraft are landing after the touchdown zone. Yeah, a couple of them are landing quite long, aren't they? They're obviously fighting that tough wind there, but in about 15 seconds we'll see the UPS 747 back on screen. She makes her way to bay number 5 and she'll be offloaded there before continuing her journey off to Seoul, South Korea later tonight. Right, here she comes. Frank, if you are tuning in still, this one's for you, mate. The 747-8 UPS. She's coming all the way from Louisville, over there in Kentucky in the US. Made a stop there in Honolulu, in Hawaii. Continues down to Sydney, about a 10-hour flight from Honolulu to Sydney, and then she'll embark on another 10-hour flight or so up to Seoul in South Korea, and then head back to the US from there. Bit of smoke there left on screen, lovely work, but we can't ignore the 7-4 on screen. Alright, on taxiway Alpha, just about to make a left turn here onto bay number 5, as mentioned earlier. A couple of wing walkers there just to guide her onto the bay. And you can see they're just running on the 2 engines at this point to conserve a little bit of fuel. Just like clicking the like button, every little bit counts. Lovely fan favourite there, the UPS 747. It's a personal favourite of mine as well. can't find the Etihad. It could be in a little bit of a dead spot at the moment. But, oh no, it's definitely on there. It's at the most western part of the airport. And the flight number is ETD 451. Etihad 451. We've got the beautiful Singapore Airlines A380 taxiing out for departure. That will be our second last departure of the stream today. So we don't get to say this too often, but this is our second A380 departure of the day. Our first being the Emirates delayed service that we caught about an hour ago. And we've got the Singapore Airlines flight 222 just making her way up taxiway Alpha at the moment to the Alpha 1 holding point. And she'll report ready to the tower shortly on 120.5. And will be followed closely by the Etihad Formula 1 livery Dreamliner. Almost like a little bit of a race going on there. So there we have it, folks. Two of the biggest aircraft in the world in the same shot there. That's our humble little airport here down in down here in Sydney. And folks, just as we do approach the end of the stream today, we're just 3 likes short of 1,200 likes, so might be able to churn out a few more if we can. Please take a moment to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back live next week, and make sure you hit that notification bell. So you'll know, so you won't miss out. We'd hate that to happen. Righto, folks, looks like the Etihad Formula 1 livery has commenced her taxi down there on the Intel 6 apron. And, she's making a left turn onto taxiway Golf, followed by a left turn down onto Alpha, straight past us to the Alpha 1 holding point where we have Singapore at the moment. She's beginning a long journey back to back to Abu Dhabi over there in the United Arab Emirates. Approximate flight time about 14 hours, give or take, maybe just under 14 hours, depending on their routing and their wind today. And folks, if you are on Instagram, make sure you go and drop us a follow on Instagram, ! Instagram. We'll get you the link. You can find us at sidsquad.au. Make sure you post on your story and tag us wherever you're viewing from. It's always great to see. So we'll give you a little shout out there along the way. And CD Flying dropping the $3 super sticker of a bag packed ready to go on holidays by the looks of things. But CD Flying, thank you very much for taking a moment to drop a super chat. Very kind of you. Hope you are enjoying the stream wherever you're viewing from. And, folks, 1,257 likes. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to hit our goal today. But please go over and give that like button a big bonk. Give it a big bonk on the head. And LMH Aviation, one of our lovely viewers over there in Singapore. Only appropriate that we've got the Singapore Airlines A380 on screen. But, thank you for the kind tip there. Mate, much appreciated. So hopefully you're enjoying the show there, mate. And Michael Mazzetti with a $5 tip. Thank you very much, mate. You will see the 747s long after all the A380s are parked. Well, that's what we're hoping, just quietly. Being a 747 fan myself, I hope to see them flying until well after I'm gone. And I'm only 31 years old, so hopefully we'll see them for many, many years to come. But thank you for the tip there, Michael. Appreciate it. So this is a nice little sight to see. Two special 787-9s in one little shot there. And if you've just clicked on the link, seen the 787 Etihad Formula One scheme on the thumbnail, you've clicked at a good time.
Understood. For information, the wind at the southern end is 200 degrees at 30 the arrival engine 200 degrees at 15 knots. Continue approach.
Smooth little transition into this dish getting in the way. But alright, there she goes. She's away. Love it. Alright, let's turn our attention to the beautiful Etihad Dreamliner. But we can't ignore that 7.4 there on base 6. TM Racing dropping a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Mr. TM Racing. Thank you for your support. The thing about the Queen, she can be converted to a freighter, where the 380, when retired, she'll be scrapped for the most part. Well, that's right. She'll be turned into Coke cans for the most of it anyway, or maybe into one of those tags that you can put on your keys or something, or your bag tag. But yeah, that's the thing. She's very multi-purpose, isn't she? The 747. But TM Racing, thank you very much for your contribution, mate, and your kind support today. It's appreciated. But folks, as we draw to a close, we are 11 likes short of the 1300 goal for today. That'll be the end of the goal. And this is our last departure here, the Etihad Dreamliner. So we are drawing to a close. Alright, there she goes, marching orders received, and she's cleared for takeoff. 20 knot crosswind down at the southern end of the field where she will be rotating. And, hopefully we will see it rotate, normally a pretty heavy flight. thought that might be the case, but anyway, we saw her get up. So we might see her climb out. There we go. There we go. Alright. Unfortunately, that brings the stream to an end. But guys, 1,328 likes for today's shorter stream. We've been live for just under 4 hours today. It's been an absolute pleasure being your host today and taking you through to all of today's action. We had a great day. We got the Singapore 380, we've got the Emirates 380, we've got the Etihad Special, we've got the Royal Australian Air Force KC-30 departing to Jakarta. And Emily here in front of us is heading out to London Heathrow shortly as well. We've got the BA as well, of course, amongst others. But guys, absolute pleasure taking you through today's action. If you want to drop us a follow on Instagram, !Tim is where you're going to find that link. And I've been stuck on 11.4k followers for a very long time, so you can make that happen. We need to get up to 12,000 followers on Instagram, I think. But look, huge shout out to all the mods looking after us today. Done a fantastic job there, kicking out all the spam bot accounts and all that sort of stuff. Huge shout out to all the members today. Lovely to have your support, of course. Always looking after us today. Amazing super chats as well coming in today. It's been a bloody insane day. Just another lovely super chat there coming in from Miles, one of our lovely first class members. Huge support, Miles, today. Huge support. Always looking after us, Miles. And I'm going to go and get a warm beverage, warm flavoured beverage. I think won't be a coffee, but you never know. The next stream, Kurt might take you for a stream. Maybe in the next couple of days, depending on his schedule. But as we do say, we don't have a schedule here at Sid Squad. We're all full-time workers. I'm a full-time airport worker. I go back to work tomorrow. And so I'll be out here for 11 hours of the better half of tomorrow. And I'm going to bring you some action on our Instagram, sidsquad.au. I'll upload a few stories of a few scenes out there on the airfield. And yes, I look forward to bringing more for you for another stream on Friday. And we're going to do a flight sim live stream tonight as well, kicking off at 9 o'clock local time. But look, folks, apart from that, that's it for me. Thank you again for everyone's amazing support of the Sid Squad channel. You guys absolutely hold us up there, do a fantastic job, and keeping us company in the chat throughout the day. And yes, enjoyed your first live stream. I love it. All right, guys, time for me to wrap it up, head home, and look forward to bringing you some more live plane spotting from down here in Sydney, Australia next time. And apart from that, from me, your host today, Tim, it's bye for now.